Hi again. So do you guys remember that OC I showed in my other video? This one right here. Yeah, he has a boyfriend, which is dead. It's like a part of their lore, okay? I haven't made a design for him, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be talking about some stuff and about their lore a little bit. So, yeah. This OC is supposed to be a fighter in a way, and that little chibi thing there is supposed to be his concept, like colors. By the way, I'm still learning anatomy, so please don't bully me about that. And I'm still learning how to draw muscles too, so you can see me struggling a little bit here. Don't ask why Leorin is here. I don't really know myself. He might appear from time to time, so yeah. I want Cairo to have like a tough look to him, so I might make him look a little mean. I just felt like that would be a good idea. Okay, so like I said in the beginning, how I'm going to be talking about their lore a little bit. So I'm going to explain how Cairo died, kind of. So Leorin is a dancer. He's like really well known for how good he is. And he had an opportunity to perform in another village, and Cairo didn't want him to go alone with some random people, so he went with Leorin so he could protect him if anything happens. So on the way to the other village, they got ambushed, since we know Leorin is famous and people are out to kill him. Leorin had to stay inside the carriage since people didn't want him to get quote-unquote damaged, since he's like really valuable. But the carriage fell over, and the lantern that was like in front of the carriage, it broke and fire spreaded, so he had to get out the carriage. And when he got out, he seen Cairo like very injured, but he was still fighting because he wanted to protect Leorin. He loved him like a lot. But at that time, Leorin couldn't do anything since he didn't know how to fight and stuff. He was really weak. All he could do was just watch the love of his life get killed in front of him. After the people who ambushed them backed down, since most of their men died, Leorin immediately went to Cairo to check if he was okay. But of course, Cairo was on his last breaths. But even then, Cairo was so happy to know that Leorin would be the last face he'd see before he died. Cairo smiled at Leorin. He told him how beautiful he was at that moment, but all Leorin could do was just cry and sob. He told Leorin to promise him that he'd never give up his dream of dancing. But before Leorin could promise him, he stopped breathing. Leorin sat there crying for days. He cried and cried until there was no emotion left in him. After Cairo's death, Leorin learned how to fight. That's why we see a lot of scars on his legs, because he actually fights with his legs. And that's how Leorin got the burn mark on his side, because the fire. That's all I'm going to say for now. I'm going to explain their past in like another video. I don't know when. But this is Cairo's final design. I hope you guys like it. I like it. Also, I forgot to mention, that's where Leorin got that red cloth around his waist from Cairo's cloth. He couldn't bring himself to wash the blood off of it because the grief was too much for him, and he felt like if he washed the blood off of it, he'd lose the only thing left that was real of his love. Anyways, I'm going to end the video here. I hope you guys liked it. Hopefully. Have a good rest of your day or night or afternoon. Bye.